Welcome to Juve Talk TV. I'm your host, Ben Mattel, and this is the first episode on the channel. On here, we talk all Juventus all the time, from breaking news to transfer rumors to analysis, and of course, you're going to hear a lot of my harsh opinions about the best club in Italy. So without any further ado, let's go right into it. Alrighty, so we have a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about Allegri, we're going to talk about the Mercato, and we're going to talk some Juve news for sure. So before we get into all that other stuff, let's talk about our new coach, Massimiliano Allegri. Let's talk about, is he going to be good? Well, I don't know. First of all, good move or bad move? For me, right smack dab in the middle. It's not a bad move because he has been very successful with our club. He went 191, 41, and 39. He took us to 2 UEFA Champions League finals. He won 5 Scudetti, 4 Coppa Italia, and of course, to top it off, 2 Supercoppa Italiana, and altogether, he had a 70% win percentage, which to date is a record for the highest win percentage in our club's history among managers. Where does, the bad move come on in? Why isn't it a good move, Ben? Why isn't it just the best news you've heard after having a terrible season under a very, very new and premature manager? Well, I'll tell you why it isn't the best move in the world. It's the same thing we've done over and over and over and over again, expecting different results. Definition of a psychopath, guys. I understand bringing back somebody if you want to win the league. I get it. If you want to win domestic trophies. But Juventus has been craving that UCL title since they won it in 1996. That is a long, long time ago. It's 25 years that we've been without a UCL title despite making 3 finals in that time. A little bit embarrassing. And who would have you brought in instead of Allegri? I'll tell you one thing. The guy who left Madrid 2 days after Allegri was hired at Juve, by the name of Zinedine Zidane, the former Juventus legend, yeah, I would have hired him 100% without a doubt. The guy as a player has won the Champions League. As a manager, he's won the Champions League 3 times in a row. Say what you will, he had an excellent squad, but you can't win 3 titles in a row with a terrible coach, right? He also has a very, very good relationship with Ronaldo, which is key because he is our star player. He's a man manager. He's a very good motivator, and in finals, his record is impeccable. So for me, I would have taken Zidane. Allegri is the worst option out of the 2, but he's not necessarily bad. It is a safe option, and I'm hoping for some very good success in Europe. I know we're going to do well domestically because that's who Allegri is, but I just wish we would have got Zinedine Zidane. Next up, we have some Mercato talk. Of course, there are possible arrivals, possible departures. Guys like Locatelli, Donnarumma, Gosens, DePaul. On the outway, we got Ronaldo. Dybala's not renewing. It's crazy right now, and it's normal. This always happens every single summer. There's always rumors about Dybala getting, signed by Tottenham or Manchester United. There's always rumors of Ronaldo leaving for PSG, back to Madrid, or back to Manchester United. So, for this talk, I'm gonna kind of rely on some very reliable sources like Romero Agresti, Fabrizio Romano, and even Mamblano in their predictions in terms of percentages. So, first one on the list, Gianluigi Donnarumma. Now, this move, according to Mamblano, is going to happen 99.93%. That's almost very, very, very close to 100%. But the key thing is, the trick here is that Szczesny must go before Donnarumma comes. Makes a lot of sense. Szczesny's a very, very solid keeper. He has been very, very solid for us these past few years. A few mistakes last year, but other than that, he had a very, very good season. Now, Donnarumma, I love the signing. He's going to be the best goalkeeper in the world within the next 3 years. He started playing at 16 for Milan. He's got over 250 appearances. He's an experienced guy, and he's still very, very young. The catch here, his agent is Mino Raiola, and the guy demands bags on bags on bags of cash whenever one of his clients gets signed. So that move will happen if Szczesny will leave. And right now, there have been no official offers for Wojciech Szczesny. On to Locatelli. This is the thing here. Locatelli reminds me of Marquisio. He's literally Marquisio 2.0, which is why he belongs at Juventus. He's a very smooth midfielder. He passes the ball at a very, very elite level, and he's very good defensively, eliminating space for attackers. He's also a very creative midfielder, something we do not have and have not had since Ronaldo arrived, which is why we have not had any success in Europe. Put 2 and 2 together, and that equals not making it past the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and as of late, past the round of 16. So I, for sure, buy Locatelli, because the price right now is about 40 to 50 million, and you have to buy him before the Euros. If he has a monstrous Euro 2021, which I'm sure he will, that price will go from 40 to 80, and then it'll be out of our reach. In terms of guys like Gosens up next and DePaul, I like these guys. They're very good. We do need a new fullback. Alexandro is showing signs of deterioration, and his consistency is going down a lot, which is why I think Gosens is more important than DePaul right now, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that. But if we have Locatelli, we don't need DePaul. Both of them would be ideal, but I'd rather strengthen the depth at every single position on the field. And one midfielder and one fullback is a little better than two midfielders, although our midfield is absolutely trash right now. So DePaul, again, same sort of thing as Locatelli. Very, very creative, offensive as hell, and a very, very skilled player. But for me, I'm going to take the attacking fullback and Gosens to take over from Alexandro, and him and Ronaldo or him and Chiesa can beam up that left side and take over the whole of Serie A. What else do we have, though? Some new rumors emerged in the last few days. We got Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, which I love this guy. I love Sergej. This should be a priority now. It's going to be a little more expensive than the guys like Locatelli or DePaul, but it's going to be worth it. He's a very versatile midfielder. He plays right in the center of the park, which means he contributes on the defensive end and on the offensive end. And he's very, very skilled in the air. His long shots are incredible. He's just a very, very good midfielder. Very imposing as well, which is why I think they should sign him. And if it's a battle between him and Locatelli, I'm going to take Savic. In terms of on the way out, Demiral is expected to leave this summer at around a price tag of 35 to 40 million euros. There were rumors about him going to Everton. There were rumors about him going to Arsenal. Nobody's made an official offer yet, but I'm sure somebody will ask for the Turkish services as well. And in terms of Mercato, of course, we're going to end this off with Cristiano Ronaldo. Is he staying? Is he going? It was reported, according to Romeo Agresti, that if Cristiano were to leave and an offer were to come, it would only take 30 million euros for Juventus to say yes, which is insane. I'm totally against Ronaldo leaving. I'm totally against Allegri coming in there and saying, we should have sold him. You should have never bought him. Don't even get me started on that. That is terrible. Ronaldo is still one of the best players in the world right now. He's coming off of a pretty good season despite having absolutely no midfield around him. He had guys like Chiesa and Cuadrado to give him balls in the middle and help him out a little bit on the offensive end. And Morata, of course, even though I don't like him as a player, he had a good season. But despite not having a midfielder, the guy had 36 goals all competitions. He had 5 assists all competitions, I believe. And he still won the best striker in Serie A, Coppa Italia, Supercoppa, decisive games. He scored in them. So I still think that he has it, of course. And I think that moving on from him right now for just 30 million euros is a terrible mistake, and it cannot be done. With a new midfielders like Locatelli and maybe even Savic, Ronaldo will score 50 goals. Mark my words. I don't care how old he is. He'll be turning 37 next year. He'll score 55 goals. It doesn't matter. He just needs a midfielder behind him to give him those nice balls and to see his vision and his runs, and he will put the ball in the back of the net, no doubt. Last segment of the episode, we have Bianconeri news, and not much happened today apart from a meeting between Allegri and Agnelli and the directors, and they just basically talked about what their plan was for the upcoming season. And according to Romeo Agresti, I've been using this guy a lot because he's very, very reliable. Why not? This is what he said about today's meeting. Regarding today's meeting, it's early to be sure about all the names discussed, but I have confirmations that Allegri would like to keep Dybala, which requires resolving his renewal. Now, we know that Juventus have offered him 10 million per year last year, and they're offering him the same thing now, but he is considering it this time. In regards to Donnarumma, they're also offering him 10 million per year, despite Mino Raiola wanting 12 and 20 million euros commission. What the hell does this guy think he is? But that's another talk. I don't think anybody deserves 20 mil commission for just making your player sign with a club. He's living in fantasy land. He probably will get close to what he wants. If I'm the executives at Juventus, if I'm Agnelli, you're living in fantasy land. But regardless of that, that's what happened today. Of course, the Ronaldo rumors keep on circulating. The Ronaldo rumors keep on circulating, and we don't know what's going to happen with him. But hopefully, after the Euros, we can get our answer, and we will get a very, very good idea of what the squad is going to look like in the 2021-22 season. That concludes our video today. Our first episode is in the books. Let's get it. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram under @Juve Talk TV. I'll see you soon with another video next week. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve.